talking home decor and helping you keep current all the time, no matter where the trends swing, come, or go. The trick is to buy classic pieces that really never go out of style and stand the test of time. Designer Lauren Oviatt is a big believer in investing in these classic pieces that she says you can keep forever. Forever. I didn't know you designers like to commit to such a time frame.
I know. Well, is there such a thing as forever anymore? I mean, everything is so fleeting, but what I think is so great about this list is it's things you might already have, things that may have been passed down to you, and things that if you're thinking about investing in, you can be sure that they will stand the test of time.
We kind of do a hiccup at the word investment. Do these have to be expensive pieces?
No, they don't. They absolutely don't. But I think what you're looking for is quality and longevity. And so sometimes that lends to spending a little bit more, but nobody wants anything that's super cheap, especially when you're talking about nice furniture.
That will last forever. Forever, whatever that means. And so we're weaving in trends and colors in more inexpensive ways then with these pieces?
Absolutely. So they can work in any style, in any home, but we're going to talk through some tips today that I think will really help kind of narrow down what you're looking for. Instead of Googling, you know, wing chair or something.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about really what to look for.
And Lauren was quick to say this list is in no particular order.
It's not in
You're not
order.
picking favorites.
No, I don't have favorites, and this list by no means is all encompassing of all the classic pieces, but a really great start. And I think things that are current right now, actually, which is great.
You said wing chair. Let's start there. What do you like about the wing chair?
So wing chairs are great. I love using wing chairs for my clients in everywhere from an office to a bedroom where you need a little bit of kind of that height variation. We talk about height across the room, breaking that line. Wing chairs are awesome. They're beautiful. They're curvy. They look great from all angles.
Are they comfortable?
They are comfortable. But here's my tip here with a wing chair when you're shopping. Look for a classic line, so that nice rounded wing, and look for a piece that is upscaled, so bigger in size. I think the wing chairs maybe of the past were small. But there's nothing sadder than a small wing chair because what it's supposed to do is really make a statement.
Okay, so we want to go big.
Yes.
Go big or go home. I was actually shocked to see this next item on your list of classic pieces. Is a sunburst mirror really classic?
A sunburst is really classic.
I thought it was like totally trendy.
Well, we see it used retro, and we see it used kind of modern in kind of this brassy way. But what sunbursts are so great for is making that statement on your wall. And I think they've always been around. If you go antiquing, you will find little bitty sunburst mirrors. So they're great. They go everywhere. And as we're showing you in these pictures, my style tends to be more traditional with a little bit of like a modern edge. But sunbursts are great because they can go anywhere. You can hang them over the bed. You can hang them in a little grouping on your nightstand or in a small hallway. I hung them in a client's home last week over a toilet in a little powder room.
That empty space
one
that
over
we don't
the
know
other.
what to do with.
So the tip with a sunburst, if you love it, go big, buy something fabulous. But if you're a little wary of it, but you want to try it, find a small one because you could hang it over another picture. I mean, it kind of becomes like a really interesting little moment in your house that you're creating, which I love.
In the realm of lighting, you say metal floor lamps make the classic list every time.
Yeah, so what we're talking about are kind of these little library lamps, and they're metal, and they kind of are angled. Yeah, and they're intended just to sit over the arm of the chair. But they're great. Like my granny had them when I was growing up, and they kind of just click on with the touch of a button, but they're great. They're all over the place right now. So you can find them in any finish, brass, metal, kind of a dark bronze, pewter.
It's a game changer in a living room too. There's actual function to this. I mean, it's so handy to have that subtle light.
Yeah, and they're small. They can go anywhere next to any chair, but I love those.
All right, white bedding. Never goes out of style?
Yes, hotel bedding, okay. Washable, bleachable, wonderful.
We have to put the bleach factor in because white scares people. You know that, as you look beautiful head to toe in white today.
In my self-tanner, but yes, so yeah, we wash it, we bleach it. Yeah, hotel bedding is great. It always feels fresh, current. The more detail you add to it, the better. But it's always so fresh and clean, which I love. It goes anywhere. We're showing it to you with dark accents in the bedroom. You can go all white in the bedroom. You can do whatever you want. And don't be afraid to personalize it, because I think that makes it feel even more special. If you can tie it in with a tape trim or a monogram, of course, I love that. And don't be afraid to pair it with like a really fun quilt at the bottom, because the white might stand the test of time, and you might throw different pillows and patterns throughout the years with it, but the white bedding never goes out.
That's what I like about it. You can change it up very easily. It becomes that statement neutral. All right, this next one fits in my mind with the sunburst mirror. I was kind of surprised to see it on the classic list because Oriental rugs are having like a huge trendy moment.
Yes, so the pinks and the navies are really in right now with the rugs. But Oriental rugs are just as old as time, which is wonderful. My recommendation here is look for something sort of neutral. And I think even though those really vibrant rugs are in right now, we're seeing a lot of sort of this antique distressed rug, where some of the yarns and fibers look like they really are very old.
And does this pair with any style then?
No, the color pairs with the room, and I think that's why people get so fixated on, oh, this rug doesn't go anymore. And that's why I'm saying look for something that's neutral. It can still have browns, blues, reds, whatever, but a softer, more washed out tone like some of the pictures that we showed you. And then you can really move it from room to room. Like if you have an 8x10 or a 7x9, that can go from dining room to entry to like a nursery like we showed you. But those neutral palettes, I think, help the longevity of that piece.
Allows it to become the traveling piece in the home. There's a certain sofa that you put on your classic list.
Yes, the Chesterfield.
Okay, what do you like about this?
A Chesterfield is masculine, which is great. It's tufted, it has a lot of great detail, but Chesterfields are awesome. They're so full of personality,
So
which
what makes
I love.
it a Chesterfield?
So it kind of has that same line all the way across the back. There's no dip and rise in the arm or the back. It's always tufted. Sometimes the seat's even tufted, but it has that really fabulous rolled arm. And we're showing you these pictures. It really is so versatile. But my tip here on the Chesterfield is go for something in leather.
Okay.
Or go for kind of like that neutral Belgian linen.
Hold on, are you recommending the brown leather couch?
I know, it's really weird.
That surprises
I just said
me.
that. I know, I just said that. But I think they're great because they're not always super obtrusive. You can find them in a love seat or a long sofa.
Okay.
But I think they're awesome because they're sort of masculine and they've been around forever.
It's a very distinct look now that you kind of draw my attention to it. Now I know exactly what it's called. Quickly, a couple other lighting sources. A column lamp, major list.
Column lamp, these are great. In brass, in metal, in crystal. Crystal column lamps are just about the most classic thing.
And speaking of crystal, the crystal chandelier, you say
Crystal
another
chandelier,
classic.
I know. So we're going to show you some pictures, but you can really use a crystal chandelier in many different places. And my tip with the crystal chandelier is go for like a traditional arm. See, the arms are coming out with the bulbs. Something really classic. And then I think you can move it and you can go modern, traditional, glamorous, fancy, rustic. We showed it to you with kind of a farmhouse table. But I think if you look for that classic shape of the arms, it can have as many or as few crystals as you want.
Another furniture piece having a moment right now, that tufted sleigh bed. You love that look.
I know, sleigh beds have been around forever, but the tufting's really, again, like the Chesterfield, really special. And I think if you go in a more neutral fabric with that, you can use it forever.
And finally, black and white photographs.
Black and white photographs. What's more classic than that?
Always stunning.
I know. So use it in a big way with a big mat on the frame. It really stands out. And you can frame it in black, you can frame it in gilt.
So these are personal
silver.
pictures, these are art
It could be
pieces?
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, anything. And what's great about that is you can mix and match your family photos with maybe some more expensive photographs. You can go small and group them, or you can do a really big, bold statement by doing a really large photograph.
It's nice if you don't have a lot of photos, like say a set family photo theme wall that you're doing. The black and white makes them all even scale.
Unifies everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome list. This is really helpful. Thank you so much. Where can we get more inspiration from you?
So we're online at oviattdesign.net, and we have a really great retail space in Farmington.
And an awesome newsletter, I have to say, that comes out
Thank you.
with great tips too, summarizing some great design inspiration of the moment. Lauren, thank you.